Today I'm going to show you how to make your own Cajun injection type marinade for turkey or chicken. And it really only consists of a few ingredients. Now, a lot of people use one of the off-the-shelf brands such as this one. Here in the South, these are available at pretty much any grocery store or Walmart or anywhere like that. But I'm not quite sure you can get these further north. Now, I know they are available on Amazon because I checked before I did this video, but I found that they're about 3 times the price. For example, this can be had here for about $3, and it includes not only the injection marinade, but also the syringe. But if you're having trouble finding one of the name brands, or if you want something that, in my opinion, is a lot better and has a lot more flavor, you might want to give the recipe that I'm about to show you a try. Looking at the ingredients on this particular product, it mainly consists of some seasonings, natural butter flavor, whatever that is, and some soybean oil. So the recipe that I'm going to share with you is going to give it a much bolder flavor without being too salty or without being too hot. You can buy these stainless meat injectors, and if you're going to do any type of injections, I would highly recommend using one of these, simply because they're going to last a lot longer than the plastic injectors. I can get a few uses out of a plastic injector before it tends to leak and the needle doesn't really stay on tight enough anymore. These can be had for about $15 or so on Amazon, and I don't know if there's a particular brand that's better than the other, but they make for a much better product. And you'll notice these small holes. These really help to get your injection marinade into the proper spots of the meat. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to melt 1 stick of butter and 1 stick of vegetable oil spread. Now, this product is not margarine. It is 53% vegetable oil, and that vegetable oil is needed. There's very few recipes that I'll use anything other than butter in, but every so often there's something that butter just simply does not work as well. And I have tried this marinade using 2 sticks of butter, but butter is too thick and it doesn't distribute properly in the marinade. And you'll notice earlier the product that I was showing you, it had no butter in it either. So we have to have some vegetable oil in there. So we have our butter and our vegetable spread melted. Next, we're going to add 3/4 cup of hot water. And now we're going to add our Cajun seasoning. Next, I'm going to add a little bit additional paprika because I just feel that paprika goes so well with poultry. I added 7 teaspoons of the Cajun seasoning and 3 teaspoons of the paprika. It's completely up to you which brand of Cajun seasoning you want to try, but just remember that a lot of times seasonings vary so much that they can be really too salty or too peppery. And that's one of the reasons that I came up with my own seasoning. As a matter of fact, I'll put a link in the description below on how to make my really simple Cajun seasoning. So next we're going to mix this up with a whisk. And now our marinade is ready and we can inject it into the turkey. One thing that I see people doing a lot of times when they inject their turkeys is they shove the needle really far into the bone. And if you do that, you're not going to get the flavor and the seasoning on the more shallow parts of the meat, like in this area. So I always go just under the skin like this, and you're able to really get that marinade everywhere inside that turkey. Another thing that'll happen is when you're injecting, a lot of times the marinade will squirt out some of the holes that you've already made. There's really not a good way to avoid that. It's just going to happen. So just be careful so that you don't get it on any foods that are maybe already prepared, because you don't want any cross-contamination in case there's any salmonella present. But you just continue like this, being sure to get all the areas that you can access and get that marinade in there really, really well. Okay, so the turkey's injected now pretty well. And one of the benefits of having some of the marinade run out and cover the top of the turkey is you can take your seasoning and you can sprinkle it right on top of the turkey, and it'll help hold it on there. And remember, even if it looks like I used too much seasoning here on the top, this seasoning, it's really hard to make this seasoning make your food be too hot or too salty. So that's all it takes to make your own turkey injection marinade and to inject that flavor deep into the turkey. So if you try this recipe and you like it, or even if you don't like it, let me know in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. All right, as always, I thank you for watching. I'd appreciate it if you like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.